Ahmad, and first our main headlines for tonight. Qasim Ibrahim launches new services under V Media label. VTV honors MNDS and police. PPM to hold first Congress in November. Detailed news follows next. And now we'll continue with the news. Villa Group Chairman Qasim Ibrahim officially launched new services introduced by VTV's parent company Island Broadcasting Corporation last night. Qasim Ibrahim, who was the visionary behind the founding of VTV, launched the new services at a ceremony held to mark VTV's 4th anniversary. The new services were all introduced under the single umbrella of a newly established entity named V Media. According to the changes, VTV has now been rebranded as V, and V Media has also introduced a weekly magazine by the name of Weekly and an online news site. V Media will also include a production outfit by the name of V Entertainment and a radio channel by the name of VFM. Speaking at last night's event, Qasim expressed his joy at being behind the introduction of new media services for the Maldivian people. Qasim also advised the heads and staff at V Media to provide accurate news and information to the Maldivian people.
We have
come this far with the commitment to deliver services to the people through media. Now to deliver it to the people honestly is in the hands of those people who are given the responsibilities. With the blessing of Almighty Allah, my advice and appeal would be, providing this, as I have said before, deliver it with honestly and sincerely.
Also speaking at last night's event, VTV CEO Ibrahim Khalil said that out of his 17-year-long media career, the time he spent at VTV has been a special experience. Khalil said that he had never come under any pressure at VTV to deliver news from a specific angle or with a particular bias. Khalil also called VTV the most independent media outlet currently in the Maldives. VTV parent company IBC's executive chairman Amin Ibrahim also spoke at last night's event, thanking VTV sponsors and donors for their assistance over the years. He also expressed hope that VTV has embarked on a new chapter in its life with the introduction of new media services under the V Media label. VTV has awarded the 12 MNDF officers who courageously defended the TV station during the terrorist attacks on March 19th this year. The awards of recognition were distributed to the MNDF officers last night in the special ceremony held to mark the 4th anniversary of VTV. Musa Rashid, a general citizen who helped immensely in controlling the fire inside the TV station after a group of terrorists tried to set the building ablaze on February 6th, was also awarded in the same ceremony. Maldives National Defence Force and the Maldives Police Services were the two institutions awarded by VTV last night for their continuous support and cooperation given to VTV. The government-aligned Progressive Party of Maldives is to hold their first annual congress in mid-November this year. Speaking to press today, PPM Secretary General Yumna Mamoon said her party's interim council has decided that their first annual congress since the party's founding will be held during 3 days from 15th to 17th of November. According to Yumna, attendance at PPM's first annual congress will be by invitation only. The party is currently in the process of electing branch heads from every island community who will be in attendance. In addition to the branch heads, PPM senior leadership, parliamentary group, interim council and members holding ministerial portfolios in the government will also be invited. PPM also plans to extend special invitations to PPM members who have served in government for long periods of time. Also, all PPM members elected to head atoll councils will be invited. According to Yumna, PPM members will have the opportunity to propose amendments to the party's charter at the November Congress. PPM originally planned to hold their first annual Congress in April this year. However, the party says the Congress was delayed due to the political unrest in the country at the time. The Maldivian government has urged all the countries of the Commonwealth Ministerial Action Group CMEG to remove it from their agenda. At a news conference held yesterday at the Foreign Ministry, the ministry's State Minister Dunya Mamoon mentioned that CMEG involved the Maldives in its agendas against the government's will and that the country would like the ministry to absolve it from the affairs as soon as possible. In regards to the Kony report, which was released asking for the country to be removed from the affairs of CMEC, Dunya said that the statement to be released at a teleconference on the 11th of this month would be in favor of the government. She said that the whole world has been made aware of how Kony operates, and also the fact that 2 other countries have released statements regarding the Kony report is a cause for some concern. She revealed that a lot of people are in favor of Maldives being removed from the CMEC agenda, and that if it is not, Maldives might have to withdraw from the Commonwealth altogether. In addition to the Foreign Ministry mentioning that a lot of people want the Maldives to withdraw from CMEC, a Parliament member has also proposed a bill to the People's Majlis asking the country to be removed from the CMEC. Welcome back to the news. The Finance Ministry has denied rumours spread by pro-MDP media outlets claiming that the government has failed to pay ex-President Nasheed's pension for the past 4 months. Speaking to the press today, a Finance Ministry official said that ex-President Nasheed and Gayoom are both duly paid their pensions every month. Nasheed, who faces criminal charges for the widely condemned unlawful arrest of a judge, has received his pensions on time according to the Finance Ministry. The Finance Ministry says they are not sure why pro-MDP news outlets have carried the false information on their news bulletins. The Ministry clarified that they do not withhold any pensions due to an ex-president. However, there are delays in issuing additional funds to Nasheed for the establishment of a community service centre according to the Ministry. The Finance Ministry says these delays are due to procedural issues. Ex-President Mohammad Nasheed applied pensions afforded to former presidents shortly after his resignation. However, he had continued to claim that he had not resigned and was forced out in a coup during the entire time. These claims have been proven false by the Commonwealth-backed Commission of National Inquiry. The Judicial Services Commission has responded to the Anti-Corruption Commission's criticism of a recent Supreme Court verdict against the ACC. The JSC released a statement today clarifying the Supreme Court decision criticized by the ACC. The Supreme Court decision involves the state's appeal against a High Court injunction halting the ongoing border control system project being implemented by Malaysia's NextBiz. According to the JSC, the Supreme Court decision invalidating the High Court injunction was reached after considering the ACC's legal powers and the procedure followed by the High Court in issuing their order. The JSC says the current Anti-Corruption Commission Act does not give ACC the power to halt ongoing government projects. Also, the Supreme Court found that the High Court had misapplied the law in issuing an injunction on behalf of the ACC. The JSC also adds that the corruption cases under investigation by the ACC fall under the Criminal Court's jurisdiction. So the JSC says the ACC must send those cases to the Prosecutor General for prosecution instead of pursuing the cases themselves. Home Minister Dr. Muhammad Jamil Ahmed has said parties will not be discussing early elections or the regime change at the ongoing Leaders' Dialogue. At a press conference involving the leaders of all parties, Dr. Jamil denied MDP's claims that there would be talks about an early election, saying there would be no further discussions with them about the Kony report. The minister also said that due to the fact that a lot of MDP's propaganda has been proven false through the Kony report, there will be no further discussion between them and the government at all. He mentioned that during the meeting, MDP's proposition for the party to be a part of the current government has been denied, and that there would be no more space for any such propositions. Dr. Jamil said that talks are something that the government always welcomes, however that there is no point in discussing matters that have no result. He said that the Leaders' Dialogue is currently operating under the watch of the leading party members of the Majlis, and that the Majlis and the matters concerning it must be taken care of, but that if MDP wishes to concentrate on matters outside the Majlis, then the discussions taking place within the Leaders' Dialogue would not work. The minister said the government has worked hard at achieving a stable political environment in the country, and that there would be no more room for any political instability. And that's all we have time for tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.